Hello and welcome to Tallinn to IIHF Ice Hockey Under-18 World Championships Division 2 Group A. And we have day 2 starting, and the first game is Poland against Korea. Today, me, Ahti Kullervo-Jõgi, is with you with Mr. Spiros Anastasiadis, coach from Team Estonia and Canada. Welcome.
Thanks, Ahti. Thanks for having me, man.
Yep, and today we will talk you through this game, and we can have some nice words on hockey and junior hockey and everything going on in Tallinn right now.
Yeah, no, this should be a good game. It should be a fast game, so it'll be fun to watch. And yeah, it's been a good tournament so far, so I hope day 2 is as good as day 1 was.
Yeah, I hope so too. And yesterday Poland was impressive, but still managed to lose some points. And Korea got these necessary 3 points from Australia.
Yeah, well, Poland obviously has a lot of pressure on them. They're the team that came down from D1B, so everyone expects them to win every game, and I think they have that expectation for themselves. So it was a little bit disappointing for them, but I think they played a very strong game, and they're good in their defensive zone. I expect them to play real well today. In Korea, as you know, I used to coach the Koreans, and they always are a fast team, very skilled, get lots of pucks to the net, and I think they'll challenge the big Polish defensemen today to really be on their game. So it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top.
Yes, and today the starting goalies are the same as from yesterday. For Poland, number 1 Sebastian Lipinski is in the net, and for Korea, number 20 Ho Jong-ha, number 20, yes, is starting. Both teams are ready, and our linesmen and referees today come from Russia. Ivan Fateev is a referee from Russia, and linesmen are Nikola Bassov from Italy and Anton Semyonov from Estonia and Kohtla-Järve.
You know, Fateev refereed our game last night against Great Britain. I thought he did a fantastic job. It was very pro-style refereeing. He managed the game really well. He only called 2 penalties per team, and one of them was coincidental, so there was no power play. He just really let the kids play, and I like to see referees do that. So I expect him to referee another good game today.
Yeah, me too. And really, yesterday already showed that there is some skill in this tournament. We had really nice guys going, like Liam Kirk from Great Britain. Martinas Grinius surprised me positively in Team Lithuania. Some really good goalie play from Lithuanian side, from Laurinas Lubis, and so on.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of skill set shown yesterday, and I think this is a tournament where any team can beat any team. You see Australia, they're the lowest ranked team, but they put on a good fight last night, and their defensemen and their goalie really stepped up, and they kept the Koreans to only 4 goals. So I expect every team to have a chance. It starts with this game today, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Okay, and now we are ready, boys are ready, and the puck is soon in the game. First face-off, and it's won by Koreans. They move backwards. Their first line was very impressive yesterday, with number 11 Hyosuk Kim scoring 1+1, and then number 8 Min Jae Kim adding 2 goals. So they were doing the damage against Australia.
Well, you got the Kim line there. I bet, from my experience with the Koreans, I bet you none of those guys are related to each other, but they all have the same last name. But yeah, those 3 were really impressive yesterday. A lot of speed, and they just kept getting pucks to the net, and I think that's going to be their key today too.
Yes, Koreans have 7 Kims, so we were really impressed by Father Kim.
Yeah.
But now a face-off by the net of Poland, and first shot on Polish goalie. Sebastian Lipinski makes first save. Poles have the puck, control it. Number 11 is Bartolomei Psol. Psol leaves it backwards. They throw it deep into the Korean territory, but no one's there, and Koreans pick up the puck and start to build something of their own. Poles again. But puck is changing the owner very quickly. It's a nervous start. Both teams are trying not to make mistakes.
What you'll notice about the Koreans is they're a really fast team, but they actually like to slow the play down in their zone. So you'll see them take the puck behind their net a ton, and they'll just slow it down and then do a controlled breakout. So watch for that today. They really like to slow teams down.
Yes. And Korea is trying to nice. Yesterday I watched. They are finding the centerman in a free zone, and they are throwing a lot of shots from the middle of the ice field. Once again, shot from there by number 21. He had an assist yesterday. Min Won Kang is his name. Poland is picking up the pace, moving over the red, throwing the puck in. Number 13, Igor Smal. Now Koreans once again come out. Koreans are very disciplined.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're disciplined in their culture. There actually is a term, Korean discipline. They talk about it lots if you ever get to visit there. They're disciplined people in everything they do every day. And I really enjoyed my 2 years coaching them. They were very easy to teach, and they're eager to learn. And I think they stay structured in their game. That's one of their advantages.
Yes, and that showed yesterday. They pushed and scored the necessary goals and had really good game yesterday, actually.
Yeah, they did.
Goals are coming again over the red. But Korean team defense is doing well and taking the puck away and throwing it deep. Goals. Good idea, but not so good making of it. Shot and another save by Sebastian Lipinski.
You know, I was actually impressed with Lipinski yesterday. I know he let in 4 goals, but he really battled for his team. And the Lithuanians had a lot of odd man rushes, 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s, a couple breakaways. So he really stood his ground in there, and he was very good at just forgetting about the last play and thinking about the next one. So he's a very solid goaltender.
Yes. And another face-off. There are some really small kids in Team Poland, players number 16 and 17. 16 the centerman, 17 the centerman, sorry, Jakub Blanik. But as we spoke yesterday with Sasa Malkov, not only size but much more physical strength is the one that is needed in nowadays hockey. That even small kids have really good chance if they aim to play hockey.
Yeah, no, it's a game about speed and skill now, and I think you can see that in all levels in Europe and North America and the NHL. If you're good enough to play, you're going to get a chance to play. So it's good to see guys like that have success in these tournaments too.
Koreans have their first line out there. These are the most dangerous guys, as we noticed yesterday. But also Polish 15 had a goal yesterday, and a nice shot from him again. And Ho Jung-ha will have much more work today than yesterday, most probably.
Yeah, I think so. He comes out of the Slovakian league. Very rare for a Korean guy to be playing somewhere else, but he's got some good experience, so I think he'll be up for the challenge.
Do you know him personally from the times you were with Koreans?
No, I don't know too many of these guys personally because they were pretty young when I was there, but I know of them. So, you know, there's lots of talk about him when he was coming up because he's a big, tall guy, and they were excited about him as a youngster. So now he's doing pretty well. He got a win last night, and they're looking for another one today. Yes,
and that's why they sent him to Slovakia to get more of this international game, and then
I think so. Yeah, he faces a lot more shots, plays more games. Good experience for him to bring to the national level.
Yeah, speaking about Korean hockey, most probably the biggest problem is that they are so far away from anybody. So to pick up the game, they have to play amongst each other, and it's very expensive to get outside.
Yeah, and it's their season is a little bit opposite from ours. What a lot of people don't know is these guys are just coming off their off season. Their season ended a while ago, so this is actually the kickoff to their season when they're at the high school level. These guys haven't played in a while. Some of them haven't played since October. So these high school players from Korea, they only play the high school games, and they finish early. So this U18 tournament is, for a lot of them, the first time they play all year, coming up until the high school season starts again in June, July. So it's an interesting dynamic there for them.
Nice. Another whistle is blown, and we are witnessing a line change from both parts. New fresh legs on the ice, and in these international tournaments, I have noticed that the line shifts are tending to get a little bit longer than usually. For example, in league games in Finland or Sweden, there they play some 40-35 second shifts, but in here minute and a half sometimes.
Yeah, I think that has a little bit to do with their age. I think these young guys get excited. They want to get on the ice and stay on there, and I think that's a tough teaching tool. You got to teach them that they need to have a short shift, play more of a team game. But also the level. D2A is a good level, but there's a little bit of a separation from the top two lines to the bottom two lines. So I think the top two lines take it upon themselves to try and do more, and that causes longer shifts sometimes. So definitely something as the tournament goes along, the teams that get better at shorter shifts will have more success.
First 5 minutes done, and we are still scoreless in this hockey game. It has been pretty equal. Both teams have been trying to create some shots and chances. Nothing really dangerous yet, but they are coming up. Wolves are moving over the red again. No, now they are in their offensive zone. But Koreans are faster. They are fast.
Yeah, the speed is one of their biggest advantages, their speed and discipline. So look for them to start stretching the poles out a little bit. You'll look for some stretch passes. I think they're just getting a little bit of a feel for each other right now, but once the game opens up, you'll see the Koreans really go for some speed plays.
Yes, but as you noticed, it was about the Estonian team, two kind of stronger lines, and it's the same with Koreans, the same with Poland. The skill level of the kids is still differing a lot.
Yeah, there's just a big gap from the top guys to the bottom guys, and you find that in the D2 levels of the IIHF, even at the men's division. So you'll see as the game goes on, they'll start to rely on their top two lines a lot more, just like we did last night. We were down really early. It was an unfortunate start for us. But once we started rolling 2.5 lines, we really got into it. We won the last 40 minutes 3-2, but that's the management part for the coach. That's how you got to manage your bench and manage your players.
Exactly. Today we will see that both teams are understanding. They have seen the first results. They have seen the first games of the tournament, and they know what to expect. Yesterday, the first day is kind of interesting always, because you really don't know. You have seen the names, you have memories from last year, but every year two teams change in this group, and that will bring some new excitement and new feelings into the thing. Now Poland is getting through, and then shot, and a nice save by Ho Jung-ha.
Yeah, the first day usually is kind of a learning experience for everybody. You notice in these tournaments at all levels, as you get deeper into the tournament, the games get a little tighter, a little closer, because now every team has seen each other play, so they kind of know how to play against each other. Yesterday was a little bit of a scramble for all three games, but you'll see the games will tighten up as we go on. But nice opportunity there for Poland. That was pretty much the real first chance of the game. Expect them to get some ozone time here.
Yeah, and the Polish players, it is visible that they are coming from 1B. It means they know how to play. They have this inner confidence, but on the same time, immense pressure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, the expectation is high for them. The expectation is for them to win the gold. It was back in 2015 as well, and I remember it was a big disappointment when they lost to the Koreans in the final game, which ultimately was the gold medal game. So
in Tallinn.
Right here in Tallinn in 2015, yeah. So they have high expectations for themselves. So that's good pressure, but sometimes it can get to these young kids too.
Another shot blocked by defenseman. Poland's pressure is coming up. They are trying to find through, and then you see the smaller kids are out there, so size doesn't make the game. If you are a hockey parent or a parent who is thinking to put his kid into the hockey, there is a lot of chances. You just have to want it yourself, and really size doesn't matter.
No, not anymore, not in today's game.
Poland, their number one defenseman, number 9, he is Patrick Kostila, gave a shot. Now this number 16, Maciej Witan, moving the puck around nicely, fighting Igor Small, but now Koreans counter-attack, and then again, watch the speed. This time there is a call, and we have offside, or no, it's not offside. What was wrong? Because we are in neutral territory.
Yeah, it must have been an incorrect call by one of the linesmen, so they just take it to the
exactly. We will move to the center ice. We were a little bit confused, but most probably so were the referees on the ice. Officials. Okay, now puck behind Korean goal. They are picking it up, moving it on, and then trying to build something deep into the offensive zone. But Polish defensemen, they are big. They are big and using their body well. One thing that surprised me yesterday, the lack of physicality still. There are many boys who are used to hit in their league games, but they are kind of more cautious on international games.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure where all these kids play, so some might play in different size arenas, right? I know there are quite a number of kids that play in North America that are in Great Britain. We have one on our team. The Koreans, I believe, might have one. But there's a couple, so there's guys just adjusting to the rink size as well. But there's so much speed in this game that you have to be stick first. So maybe that's what takes the physicality out of it a little bit.
Nice attempt by Kamil Valega. He scored the first goal of Team Poland in this tournament yesterday. It was a nice power play goal. This time goalie was ready. Both goalies have had their first shots and then got into the game. That's very important part of the game. That was our kind of misfortune yesterday. We couldn't get these first couple of very necessary shots to get the game flowing, and then that might hurt. Yeah,
well, really, the Brits scored 6 goals on their first 10 shots last night, and we outshot them 31-21. So, like you said, the goalie's not feeling the puck early. That hurts a little bit and gives us into a big hole. So. Both goalies here tonight have made a couple big saves. I expect more chances to start coming up soon, but looks like these guys are ready to play.
Yep. And another face-off, and Polish guy number 16, Maciej Witan, is meeting Sangjap Lee. Lee wins it for Koreans. Yeah, a lot of Kims and Lees. Both are really common names in Korea. Koreans have once more moving the puck. There is a lot of free ice, room to go, but still they managed to find these two Polish guys and can't break through. Now Poland has a counter-attack chance, and number 15, he scored a goal yesterday. Damian Tycinski had an attempt, but it was a backhand attempt from uncomfortable position, and goalie had no problems.
Well, this goalie, I'll tell you, he's got a really good goalie coach. The goalie coach is Ho Sung-sung on the Korean team this year. He just came in from winning the Asian League Championship with Hala. They won last night. He flew in late last night, got in this morning. He used to be a national team goaltender for Korea. He was an assistant coach for the Olympic team this year. Okay. So they're really getting his coaching experience up, and he coaches at all levels. So these goalies are in good hands for the Koreans, and Ho Sung is a really great guy.
Nice to hear. We are having another face-off, and Tycinski is going there. Koreans change. I didn't see who they put up there right now. Might be this number 7 again, Sangjap Lee. Poles control the puck, try to create something, but intercepted by Koreans, and they come. And the shot, and then nice, and catcher saved by Lipinski. And as I noticed, goalies refresh a lot, they drink a lot, so it must be a little bit warm in the arena.
Yeah, it might be, and sometimes it's just a routine, right? They pick up their bottle no matter what, they'll spit the water out, but it's a couple of players have said it's a little warm in there, a little humid. Yeah. Probably different than some rinks that they're used to playing in, so. Yeah. But they're doing the right thing, getting water in them and getting focused for the next play.
Yeah. We watched the Lithuanian goalie, Laurinas Lubis. He drank some 4 or 5 bottles during the game. Almost 1.5 bottles a period.
Yeah, he got quite a bit of work though, so he might have earned that water last night.
Yep. Again, Poland and Patrick Kostila. He searches a pass from the middle, but Igor Smal doesn't get it. Now Szymon Radzienczak. Some of the Polish names are really hard for Estonian person to pronounce. These Kims are much easier. But doesn't matter. Polish guys are working up. Searching from the pass. Adrian Dusak. Now Jakub Blanik went after the puck and Poland comes once again. Jan Soltis, team captain. No, it is number 19. It is Jakub Lewandowski, even a more famous name.
A little bit more famous of a football name. The Koreans will get the first penalty here of the game. It looks like there's a kneeing call.
Yeah, it's a minor penalty, 2 minutes, and it goes against Korea and kneeing. Exactly. Soon it will be on scoreboard. And first power play for Poland. They had a couple of those yesterday. One power play goal also.
Yeah, they move the puck around pretty well, and their D have good shots, and they focus on getting it to the net. So, power play usually is the difference in these tournaments.
And the shot, and goalie doesn't look very comfortable, but still manages to close the puck. And Ho Jung-ha is the name we have to shout again. But Korean defense did a pretty good job pushing guys out of the goalie's area. So goalie had room and vision on the puck.
Yeah, no, they did a good job boxing out there. And as long as the goalie can see the first save, I think that's his job, and it's the D's job to keep the guys out.
Yep. Dziecinski, number 15, at the face-off. And he is facing it against Hyunjin Jeong, number 10. I might pronounce the Korean names a little bit wrong, so I add always the number to keep you on. Korea loses the puck and Poles are trying to find a way. But Korea closes their zone very well and does not let Poland easily in. So hard to notice a power play yet. Once again, 3 Koreans are right there and no one can go through that. Poland once again. Poland should use more the free ice. If the 3 guys are there, it means there is a lot of room elsewhere.
Yeah, it's big ice surface, and the Koreans on the PK are giving up a little space, so the Poles need to take advantage of that ice.
Yeah, but most of the Polish guys have noticed that Koreans are fast, so they are almost...
Might be a little timid.
Yeah. Once again, now the Koreans intercept and throw the puck out of their zone, so everything is under control. Poland has the puck, but a little bit kind of now 2-on-2 situation, and a nice passing around and a good shot, but goalie is there, and Kamil Valega was a guy who had really enough time and place to look for a shot, but goalie was there. Now the arrow is too narrow angle that there is no place to shoot. And Poles managed to keep the puck in. The power play is coming to the end, and now both teams are in full sprint. And there is a goal.
That's an unfortunate goal. It kind of got screened. You didn't see it there.
Yeah. Poland scores first, and is it team captain Soltis. Jan Soltis, number 18.
Might have hit something on the way. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and in upper corner of the net, and goalie could not stop it. We see once again, and there is a shot, and
it went through 2 of his own guys. I think he didn't see the puck until it was near him, and unfortunate goal there, but those are the bounces in these tournaments.
Exactly. And Poland has taken the lead. 13 minutes and 47 seconds into the hockey game. Okay, we have a little bit different time out there on your TV arenas and okay, yes, I was correct. Jan Soltis is the author of the first goal, and the assist was given to Jakub Blanik, number 17, centerman. And now Korea has to fight back into the game. I don't believe we will see many one-goal games, just won by single goal in this tournament. I believe almost 5 teams, or actually all 6 of them, can score in every game. There is enough scoring skill on all teams. Koreans try to get through from the middle, but puck goes there, but players can't follow, and Sebastian Lipinski calms it down by gloving the puck. We have another face-off coming, and Hyosoo Kim is against Polish number 16 or 17, one of the small guys. Koreans win the face-off. Koreans were very efficient in their face-off circle yesterday.
Yeah, that's the key. To be good in face-offs, you get first possession and you get opportunities to score. So yeah, they work hard on that.
Yeah, and it seems to be very much part of this North American play. In Europe, kind of, they have not put so much notice on the face-off as much as I have witnessed.
Yeah, no, face-off plays are big in North America, and obviously there's a little more tactics involved in face-offs in the U.S. and Canada. You're allowed to use your feet. They're not as strict on the encroachment rules. They made it pretty clear to us in the coaches meeting that they wanted the guys' feet outside those lines. So it's a little difficult to get the inside edge, but in North America it's a big thing. You can use your feet, you can kick pucks, you can interfere with sticks. So it's a little bit of a different mentality when it comes to face-offs in North America.
Yep. And now Poland tries to create something new. Koreans survive this time. They take the time, play through defense. Searching for free plays, but icing is called, and we move back to the other end of the ring. First period is coming to an end. We have 15 minutes and 49 seconds played. 4 minutes and a little bit more still to go, and we have seen one goal. A goal of Jan Soltis, assisted by number 17 Jakub Blanik. Once again, Koreans have the puck. Not a very good touch there, and then Poles get it. Now it is running from one end to another with not too good possession. Teams are losing the puck easily and trying to find a room and place. Patrick Kostyla. His partner there is Szymon Radzenciak. And Poland defending for a while. Does it well. And officials say that go. No icing. Puck was touched in the center ice. Koreans running to the corners. Polish defensemen have kept Koreans out of the scoring positions pretty well.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job at keeping teams out to the outside.
Yeah.
And with the Korean speed, they want to get inside. So it's the Polish D-men are using their size to their advantage, and they're doing a pretty good job so far.
So far, really. Because now another good shot, and Ho Jung-ha makes a save, but the center field where really a lot of shots came in this Australia game is really covered. They can't. They don't let Korean players there. They don't let the puck there. There is no movement.
Yeah, and it goes back to the comment you made earlier, Akli, is now the teams have seen everybody play. So the Poles knew exactly what Korea was trying to hit after watching them play against Australia. So like I said, as the tournament goes, now you start to figure the teams out. So the opportunities that were there yesterday might not be there today because, everyone's scouting real well and watching video too.
Yes, and another save, another comfortable situation for Ho Jung-ha. And we have another face-off coming. And if we start to look at the amount of shots in this game, it is more and more turning in favor of Poles. They are controlling the game.
Yeah, I think so. I think the momentum's starting to shift in their favor. Lucky for the Koreans, only 2 minutes left in this period. So if they can manage through this period, they'll get some rest and be able to reset in the second.
Yes. You have been coaching in North America and in these international events also for a couple of years already on very, very good levels. So what could you say? What is the big difference between the league games at home and the international games?
Well, the first obvious difference is that you don't get this to be with the team for the whole year in the international level.
Yeah.
Right? So you get a training camp and then you get right into the game. So it's a little bit less systematic, a little bit less structure in terms of you can't teach them everything in 5 to 6 days, or even in 2 weeks you can't teach them everything. So the game is very emotionally based and momentum based. You get them to buy in and to play for each other. So just a different approach to the game. We're back home where I'm playing 36 plus games or sometimes up to 70 games with my team. There's a lot more of a plan moving forward. Nice shot by the Koreans there.
Really good opportunity, and the shot goes a little bit wide. But Koreans are picking it up in the very end of the period, and one thing, they look to be in a really good shape.
Yeah, they are. They're genetically pretty strong people. They say of the Asian cultures, they're one of the best kind of physically built, and they can go on forever. So they have good stamina as well.
Yeah, and that is also very important in this hockey game that lasts for 60 minutes and is as close as it is right now. So final minute of the first period going. Meanwhile, Koreans are coming up and they are going. Okay, another whistle on the play and another face-off coming. We are searching for some statistic information for you on the first period shots and stuff. A little bit slowly working this internet in this arena, but we will be giving the information as soon as we get it. Okay. Face-off, and Poland has lost it. Koreans are putting on some really good pressure. And as we spoke, Korean team is very disciplined, so they don't forget these guys are running through like some other teams sometimes.
Yeah, no, they don't run around much. They play within their structure. They listen to their coaches. So
shots are 11 to 10 so far. Saves are 10-10 for the goalies. So pretty even in that sense, actually.
Yeah, pretty even game so far. It was an unfortunate goal. I wouldn't fault anybody on that. Just didn't see it and kind of bounced around a little bit, and it was unfortunate. So it's been a really even game between two even teams.
Yep.
I expect the next period to maybe even take up a step.
The time of the goal was 13:35, and Jan Soltis, captain of Team Poland, is the one who scored. Final face-off, 4 seconds left in the first period, and we are done. The buzzer sounds, and teams can have some 15-minute break, and we make a break also. Ahti Kullervo, Jygi and Spiros Anastasiadis is with you today, and let's enjoy the game when teams come back.
All right.
Shots for Team Poland 11, shots for Team Korea 10.
So good, and I feel good. milline parem haak.
Coolbet, aus ja eestimaine.
Eesti Jäähokiliit soovis tuua turule Eesti hoki kaubamärgi ning anda seejuures alale uue väljanägemise. Eesti hoki senine nägu oli aastaid väga traditsiooniline ja enamasti kasutati visuaalidel papilõvisid. Ent kui järele mõelda, on mitu põhjust, miks lõvid ei sobi Eesti hoki sümboliks. Esmalt on see loom Eestile tegelikult väga kauge. Teiseks seostuvad lõvid Eesti spordis eelkõige legendaarse jalgpalligeneratsiooniga. Ja kolmandaks, Eestist vaid 80 kilomeetrit põhjas juba tegutsevad lõvid. Soome jäähokikoondis. Kas me tõesti tahame olla lihtsalt ühed teised lõvid? Otsustasime teha täieliku kannapöörde ja võtsime sümbolina kasutusele eluka, kes tõesti eestlastele lähedane. Ja me tegime õigesti, sest Eesti hoki uueks sümboliks valiti ülekaalukalt suitsupääsuke. Suitsupääsuke on Eesti rahvuslinnuna täiesti unikaalne ning iseloomustab ideaalselt ka suurepärast hokimängijat. Ta on kaval, kiire ja osav. Ning nagu Eestigi on suitsupääsuke väike. Pääsuke võttis koha sisse nii koondise vormidel kui ka sallidel, litritel, mütsidel ja mujal fännidele mõeldud varustusel. Koondise vormile lisasime pühalikkuse suurendamiseks sümboolsed laulusõnad legendaarsest isamaalisest palast Isamaa ilu hoieldes. Meil on hea meel, et hokifännid võtsid julge 180-kraadise pöörde suurepäraselt vastu ning suitsupääsuke võib hokikoondise julgelt uutesse kõrgustesse aidata. Edasi, Eesti hoki!
Tere tulemast Motonetti! Motonet, tegusa inimese kaubamaja. Lasnamäe Tähesaju Cities.
Nordic Power Hokiliiga esitleb
lokaalsed taastuvenergia lahendused, säästlikud võrguühendused, parima hinnaga elektrienergia. Sinu ettevõttele tagab Nordic Power Management.
Welcome back to Tallinn Tondiraba Ice Rink, and we have Ice Hockey U18 World Championship Division 2 Group A games going on. Second day is started, and the first game between Poland and Korea is going on. First period done, and the only goal came in the 13:35 by a lucky is always deserved, shot from Polish captain Jan Soltis, and assist goes to Jakub Planik, number 17 and 18, the lucky numbers today, and Ahti Kullervõgi and Spiros Anastasiadis are taking you to the second through the second period right now.
Yeah, I think the Koreans will want to get that goal back, and it was unfortunate. I don't know if it was lucky or unlucky, but unfortunate the way that the players were lined up and the puck came through two Korean defenders, and then the goalie didn't catch sight of it till it was already in the net. So I expect them to come out pretty strong this period, but the Poles, like we talked about, on defense, they've been so good keeping the Koreans to the outside. They haven't been able to find that third forward like they did yesterday against Australia, and I think the Polish defenders have been really ready for that. So they're not going to make it easy for Korea, but I do expect Korea to have a really good effort this period.
Okay, we'll see in a couple of seconds. A referee is coming. He is coming from Russia, and he was there in the Estonian game yesterday. So
he's called a good game so far. Only one penalty, and it was a deserved penalty. The Korean defender stuck his knee out, and it was a kneeing call. I really like this referee. He calls the game the way it's supposed to be called. He's a good referee because you don't notice him. And
exactly.
Usually that's and I'm a coach, so maybe I have a bias, but if you don't notice the referee, that means he's having a good game.
Yes,
it's when the referee takes over the show that it gets a little wild.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Now they are putting the net on place, and boys are still warming a little bit, some extra seconds into it. The clock has already given a sign that it's time to start, and now the officials are also ready. But keeping the nets on the place is also very important, because these centimeters sometimes make a huge difference if the net moves off the place and then the pucks go in there.
Well, for sure, we had a little bit of trouble now with the U20 in Great Britain, so we know what that's all about.
Yeah. And now Korea, and really nice chance from number 11, Hyo-Suk Kim.
Well, that's the way they want to come out, right? That's 15 seconds into the period, and they get a big chance on the wraparound. So that's a good start for them. Get the Poles on their heels a little bit right off the start.
Yep. But Sebastian Lipinski, as you said, he is a good goalie. He has been really ready from the start of the game and making these crucial saves so far.
His mobility is really good. He just went post to post and it made it look easy, so he is a very good goaltender.
Yes, and he plays his club hockey in Unia Oswiecim club. He's a big goalie, 187 is his size and 90 kilos is his weight. So in American terms, 6'2" and 198 pounds. While Poland makes their first attempt in second period. And also number 11, Bartolomei Psol, was the one who provided the first shot. Koreans calm it down. Poles get the puck again. And now Korea has time to carry it out of their zone. Line changes are going on. Fresh legs on the ice, and then the second period has started, and it has started with a really good fast movement on both sides. The pace in this game has been really good. Exactly that's what we expected to be. Now Korean player falls down, but it's kind of own unlucky clumsiness, not a mistake from Polish side. So the referee is doing a good job letting boys play. Poland moving back, Michail Narong. Wilczynski, he has a good shot. Now he's looking around to pass it. Narok, the shot is blocked. And Koreans try to to get it back, but Poland is very comfortable on puck. They can carry the puck and keep the puck and manages to make a shot this time, Jakub Prokurat. Okay, now Polish defender falls down and Korea has an extra chance, and wow, how did they not put it in? I had the same question yesterday when Estonian boys were facing the empty net, exactly as open net.
2-on-0 and you don't even get a shot on the net. You know, sometimes they overthink it, sometimes they want to pass it off. The Koreans didn't capitalize on a huge opportunity there.
Yeah, their desire was there, but their hands were not coming.
One too many passes, I think.
Yeah. Polish goalie went down already, and really there was a wide net open. But this chance already tells that the chances will come. You have to be patient. These games are not won by one shot, usually.
But you know what? That just goes to show how good of a game the Polish goaltender's having. Because sometimes when the goalie's playing so well and making good saves, then when the other team gets chances, they think they have to do a little extra to score on them. So it's a mental game too. They think, wow, this guy hasn't let anything in. Let me make that extra pass, and then we lose big chances because of that. So the Polish goaltenders played really well today, and I think Lipinski's winning the mental game too.
He has been strong. Korean goalie stops it, covers the puck, and then we have a face-off coming. But also the referees have been very good in cleaning up the near goal rushes. There has not been much pushing and shoving around. I gotta say that the first
3.5 games of this tournament, the referees and linesmen have done a really good job. I'm very impressed. Maurice Roy from Canada is the referee official, or supervisor of this tournament, and I think he's given them good instructions, and it looks like they're executing pretty well.
No, there is a chance, and then a shot, and a very, very good save by Polish goalie Ho Jung-ha. Poland had a really, really big chance to make it a 2-goal game, but Korean goalie saved. Now breaking through Koreans. Number 10, their centerman of the second line, Hyunjin Jeong.
We'll have another penalty coming.
Yeah, tripping call it's made, and it goes against Poland this time. So Korea has power play.
But again, an obvious call, a right call. You know, there's a clear consequence on the play. I really enjoy watching this ref. I think this is the most complimentary I've been of a referee in my career. So I might have to go. I might have to go tell him myself. I think he's doing a good job.
Nice. We'll deliver the message. Okay. Another face-off done, and Koreans have immediately power play going on. But Polish goalie is doing a fine job, covering the puck and with his stick and holding it. Yeah, some lucky bounce there, and then it's on the net of the goal behind there. Adrian Dusak is a player that was called for tripping. Defenseman who is playing his club hockey in Zagłębie KHUKS. Player born in 2000. Poland has a very experienced team. Only 9 guys from 2010, guys from 2001, nobody from 2002. So experience is one of the things from age that is very necessary. Though not many of these guys were last year's team that dropped from this.
Yeah, it's a unique level because, like you said, every year there's big changes in the roster.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of the advantages we had in 2015 when I coached the Koreans to gold. The year before they had a very, very young team, and they won silver. And then I had most of that team back, and then obviously they had that experience, and we were able to win gold in 2015 here in Tallinn. So sometimes you get lucky with that. It just happens to be the bodies and the players that are available. You go with a young team, and maybe you don't win that year, but then the next year you have that experience to go for it. So it's a unique level because you're working with those plans and those structured those rosters to see what you can do best for this tournament, but also plan for the future as well.
Yes, and then from last his home tournament, this pre-Olympic Gangneung tournament, Korea has 8 players at this time. And now they have having a really strong push on goal of Lipinski. Referee raises his hands, it means no goal. But a good attempt by Korean boys. They went for it. Number 14 was immediately after the puck, and he is Dongseok Lee.
You'll notice something about the Korean game. Like, they stop at the net a lot more. They take a lot of shots. They don't pass up opportunities as much. And I think a lot of that is accredited to the shift in culture they've made with Korean hockey starting 4 years ago with hiring Jim Pak as the director of hockey and the head coach of the national team. He's really brought a different style of game to Korea. When we first got involved there, it was a lot of fading away from the puck, a lot of passing too much. A lot of playing on the outside perimeter game. But you watch these kids now, they play on the inside, they stop at the net, they take big chances. I think that has to do, it's a trickle-down effect from the men's team down. Jim Pak, when they hired him 4 years ago, he really started this new culture, and they're doing a great job, and you see it in their games, even at the U18 level.
Yes, and if you speak of Korean hockey, really, in these last 4 years, it has arisen, and you have been there from the rebirth of that, so I guess it's very interesting for you to see exactly these Korean boys doing their things on ice they are doing right now.
It is nice to see what the plan started with 4 years ago and the success they've had, and it was really fun watching the men's team in the Olympics this year. I know they didn't win a game, but I think they showed pretty well, and now their final big test will be the top division world championships in May, so it'll be interesting to see how that works out for them.
I remember the last game in Olympics, and they were really proud of their game and the staying afterwards, skating with their flags, and really it was a big thing.
Yeah, no, they are really happy with how far the game has come, and I hope it keeps growing now that the Olympics are done. They've come a long way. Our first year with the men's, we were in the same men's group as Estonia, Division 1B. So they've come a long way, being in the top division world championship and in the Olympics. And I'm happy that I was able to be a part of it for just a couple years. But the last 2 years especially, they've taken great leaps. So good work on Jim Pak and Richard Park, his assistant, and then the local assistants, Woo Jae Kim, who works with Hala in the Asian League, and like I mentioned earlier, the goaltending coach, Ho Sung Sun. They've just done a great job.
Yeah, and then so far in this game, Polish team is still leading despite Korea being really well in the game. Power play is over, teams are both in full strength, and they carry on 5 against 5. They had a couple of good attempts on Sebastian Lipinski, but the Polish goalie that we have praised today several times kept his cool, and so when we are already reaching the midpoint of the second period, everything is still a one goal game, and everything is possible.
Oh yeah, there's still lots of hockey left, more than half a hockey game. I have a feeling this one's going to be pretty tight right to the end.
Yeah, and in our broadcasts, I try to bring interesting guys. Sometimes we kind of, you see the picture, you see what's going on, but we try to educate or give you a wider picture of youth hockey on this level and all over the world. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'm very thankful for Spiros Anastasiadis, who is with me and taking you through this game. Koreans try to put on some pressure. Nice block by Poles, and now they have 2-on-1. Polish skating is good, but not good enough to go with Korea. They are really fast kids, as we have said. Simon Radziecek. Lanik finds Sol, and now a shot from Slotis, team captain, who has had one goal already in this game. Poles have changed the defenseman. Patrick Kostila has come on ice. Also forwards are changing, so there is a slight chance, but Koreans, they are doing a fine job in front of the net. Also, it's not easy for Poland to march there and to create chances in front of the goalie. Poland is now last minute taking a really nice, strong offensive pressure. Now they lose the puck for a while, and then now it's back. Jakub Lewandowski. Number 6, Adrian Dusak. And through defense once again.
Things are getting a little chippy here. A little bit extra shots after the whistle, some by the bench just now. These are two competitive teams right now, and I think that they're starting to get a little aggressive.
Yeah, it is middle of the game, so both teams understand the value of these 3 points, and then both teams are in a little bit different situation when Poland has an immense chance, but really good defending by Ho Yoongi Ham, who was ready. Poland lost his first game, so they are kind of under pressure to perform, and Korea got these necessary 3 points from Australia, so they are quietly kind of settling in and in much more comfortable situation, because everyone can discuss that the level of the teams they played is different, but still every game is only 3 points in the game, and you have to work hard for them, no matter who you are playing. Underestimating any team in this tournament will cost you a lot.
No, any team can win on any game, so it's important to be ready to execute your plan every game.
Yeah. Watching these players, what do you think? How well would they do in North American university or school hockey?
I think, well...
Oh, what a chance and goal.
Nice play, backdoor.
What a chance and what a beautiful goal. Jakub Prokurat is the scorer, and then as important as the last shot was a beautiful, beautiful pass. Now Polish offense broke Korean defense entirely. You see, this is number 15, Damian Dudzinski, who really made a neat pass, and Jakub Prokurat capitalized.
Yeah, no, it was a really good play. I think that the Koreans got a little caught up with the man on front laying on the ice there, and the other defenseman went to compensate for his partner, and he left his guy back door wide open. So sometimes you just got to worry about your job and hope that your teammate recovers for himself, because when you try and recover for him, that's when you leave guys open.
Yep, we were speaking about chances of these boys or their level of play against North American university hockey.
Yeah, I think right now these kids are still a little bit young to play university in the US or in Canada, but there are some guys that have some really good skill that could probably make that transition over. There's a couple Estonians that are playing university hockey in the US right now. Bajonkin is one of them, playing at Buffalo State College, and Sverdlov is going to Castleton State University next year. So some guys are able to make the jump, but like we mentioned earlier in this game, timeout for Korea. So little couple minutes to chat here. Then, as we mentioned earlier in the game, the gap between the top guys and the kind of middle to lower guys is really big. So there's a number of guys on this ice that have a lot of development to do before they could ever make that kind of jump. I think the top guys could compete. It's just a matter of having that detailed game that might be a little bit different from the North American game right now. But in raw skill, for sure, there's a couple guys that could definitely make that jump if they wanted to.
Okay. And this timeout is a clear sign. Korea is not coming to lose this game. They are focused. They put this extra attempt and they want to win. They want the points from here.
Yeah, I think this is a really experienced coach. Chang Young Lee, he was an assistant coach for 4 years with Hala, the top team in Korea and one of the top teams in the Asian League. So he's got a lot of experience. He knows how to settle his team down. So I think that's just a move for them to just reset and try and get the next goal.
Yeah, and then meanwhile another penalty was called in the game. It is against Jung-Yoon Choi, number 16, for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah, I missed what exactly happened to get that infraction called. Might have been after the whistle, might have been a comment to the referee, not sure, but that's when you start to lose your head a little bit. So probably a good timeout call by the coach there, because he might have sensed some frustration from his players. Just needs to get them to reset and stay calm. It's still a close enough game where they can get back into it in a couple shots.
Exactly, and still on the other hand, more than 30 minutes gone, and another single goal yet. So boys are maybe a little bit frustrated, trying to start doing some wrong things, because they had this beautiful chance, 2-2 and nothing there. But
yeah, it's a mental game, like I talked about earlier about Lipinski kind of winning the mental game against the Koreans right now. You got to stay within your game. It happened to us yesterday. 2 early goals, and then we kind of started doing the wrong thing for the next 17 minutes of the game. And then once we got a chance to reset, we played great in the second period and played pretty well in the third as well. So, you have to be able to reset a lot quicker and forget about the mistakes.
Another shot and rebound and another shot, but Poland is now in control. They are on a power play and trying to break Koreans by scoring the third one. Puck deflected to the corner. Polish power play at its best, looking for a chance. Koreans play quite a wide box right now, and Tuuli makes a save.
Yeah, some good puck movement by the Poles. They're really well coached as well. David Legger is their coach. It's his first year with the national junior teams in Poland. He coached the U20 team in the D1B level as well. He's a Canadian coach, coached professionally in the East Coast Hockey League, and he actually coached at the university level in Canada as well for University of Ottawa for a lot of years. So he's got great experience, and I think he's been good for the Polish junior programs this year.
Yes, and speaking about coaches in this tournament, we have guys from Canada, from USA. So
yeah, there's 3 Canadian coaches. The Australian coach is also from Canada, and the coach in Lithuania, I believe he is Lithuanian, but he lives in the United States, and he coaches a AAA team down there. So it's interesting that the commitment and investment that these programs are putting into their coaching. They're really trying to develop their players, and it's great to see. It's great to see the game grow in all these countries.
Yes, and I believe for the kids, because majority of them play in Europe. These coaches from the home of hockey, from Canada, from USA, where the youth hockey has been really good. If we look at the U18s, they have been played for 17 years and 10 times has been won by United States. So there are some skills and there is something to learn.
Yeah, I know for sure. Some of these coaches bring some great knowledge, but at the same time, and I can speak from personal experience, I know that we do it for our knowledge for ourselves as well. It expands our horizons, and we learn new things being part of this European or international game. So it makes us better as coaches, but hopefully we make the players better too. So it's great to see. It's great to see some other fellow Canadian coaches in this tournament.
Yes, and I personally think it's a huge opportunity for each and every player to learn something new in a hockey, and heaven is the limit.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of potential for these young guys.
Okay, and now another hit on the Korean player. It goes down, but everything by the book, so everything is good.
Koreans had another couple chances that shift. It was a really good shift by them, lots of pressure, but a couple of missed nets again. So it's I don't know if they're gripping the sticks too tightly right now or they're a little nervous, but they got to start capitalizing on these opportunities if they want to get back in this game with just over 25 minutes left to play in the whole game.
Yes. Time is running out. And really getting this zero broken is one of the mental things that you have spoken about, this mental side of the game, that you see a chance that you can score and there is nothing impossible in there. So looking for the first goal of Koreans, we are watching them move. But I'm also impressed with Polish defensive job so far. They have guys with big bodies, and then now they let some traffic really close to the goalie. Puck touches net, but from the wrong side, and everything is still 2-0.
Yeah, I would say the Poles probably have the best defensive core in this tournament, and they've done a great job today. A little opening there, though.
Korea has really created a lot of chances, and now number 9, Sejun Park, does not believe that he did not score on that. And a little bit of frustration on these signs.
Yeah, they're getting a little emotional right now.
Yeah.
You can see the coach right now, where I'm watching him just across the rink here. He's talking to him. He's just telling him to calm down a little bit.
Yeah.
Just keep capitalizing on those opportunities. Momentum is a huge thing, so you keep getting those shots, you're going to get them on their heels.
Exactly, and usually coaches don't like players giving these signs, because that they strengthen the opposition more than the best kind of shouting from the audience, that you see that you can frustrate the opponent.
Well, yeah, it just shifts the momentum. Even yesterday when we made the game 5-2, you know, that's still a pretty comfortable lead by GB, but we sensed the frustration in their defensemen, and then their coach called a timeout. And then the message on our bench from our players, from our captains, were, look, guys, they're panicking. You know, so you know the other team builds off of little things like that, and we did. We made it 5-3 at one point. Ultimately, we came up short, but here's another big chance.
Yeah.
But like you said, Ahti, it's such a momentum and mental game that you know, that definitely comes into play.
And Lipinski is proving to be worth of every praise we have given him. He's making one huge save after another.
Yeah, it looked like he took that shot a little bit weird on his leg. It seems like he's okay, though. He shook it off. But yeah, he's really stepping up. He challenged that shot real far out, too. Came right above the top of his crease. So that shows the confidence he's feeling right now, too.
Yeah, in Finland they encourage goalies to play very, very much outside of the net nowadays. And also skating of the goalies, so they must be outside, but on the other side they have to be playing the puck behind the net and not just standing in front of the goal and going down when a shot goes, but to be actively involved in the game.
Yeah, the development of goalies these days all around the world has been big on their footwork and their speed and their skating. They got to be your first defender. They break the puck out a lot in the NHL too when you watch. So when you have a goalie that's pretty mobile, it's a big advantage for you.
Yes. Speaking about NHL and these kids out there, is a long journey still, and you have been on the kind of midway. You have won this Calder Cup in AHL, so I believe it is an experience of a lifetime also.
Yeah, no, it was a great experience being working with the Detroit Red Wings organization, being in the American Hockey League with the Grand Rapids Griffins. We won the Calder Cup, had a number of Europeans on our team, a lot of Slovakians and Czechs and Swedes.
Yeah.
Pretty typical of the Detroit Red Wings and how they draft.
Yeah.
They like their European players, but yeah, no, it was a great experience. I was a young coach still at that point. You know, it's led me to where I am today, and at every level, though, it takes hard work and commitment to get that ultimate prize. So, you know, these kids have their goal for this week, and you know, everybody's giving their best foot forward to try and get there.
Exactly, and now Poles have a chance. They are breaking through. Number 16, Maciej Witan, but goalie was calm, and Korean defenseman caught the forward also pretty well. So
yeah, no, it was he
managed to disturb.
Kept his feet moving, got his stick on the puck, made him run out of space there, and it was a good effort by the D-man and the goalie.
Yeah, and this common united work worked well for Korea, and this play is still wide open. But it has opened up a lot during the last 5-6 minutes. Before it was very packed in by both sides, but now there are chances and momentums coming both sides of the rink, and I guess the next goal in this game might be very important. There is a huge difference between 3-0 and 2-1.
Yeah, no, I agree. The next goal is going to be critical for this game. But I've noticed in both periods that in the last 5 minutes, the Koreans really step it up. So I wonder if that's an urgency thing for them or if it's a fatigue thing for the Poles towards the end of the period. The Poles are a bigger team, a little bit slower but strong on the defense. But I wonder in the last 5 minutes if they start to feel the fatigue, and that's when the Koreans start to capitalize, because just like in the first, the Koreans have been getting the most of the opportunities in the last 5 minutes.
Exactly, and that's when I started praising of their physical condition. They really look good on ice.
Yeah, they have a lot of stamina. They can go forever, and they're hard workers, not just in hockey, just in everything they do. It's just part of their culture.
Okay, and we have another face-off. 2 minutes remaining in the second period. A little musical interlude. The refs are discussing something. Did you notice something strange they had to?
I think it's just on the face-off placement.
Okay.
Try and discover where the icing was made, whether it be the left side or the right side.
Goals now can change after the icing. Couldn't do it immediately, but .140 left in the second period, and really teams are doing a good job. I'm already thanking you for your time. You have your team to worry about, so I don't disturb you anymore in the third period. But thank you very much for coming and giving really valuable information and tips for players and maybe parents who are watching the games and friends of hockey. So more detailed info from inside.
No, thank you for having me. I'm glad to do it, and I'm going to have to take off for the third because we got a game to get ready for. But a lot of fun. This tournament's been great, and again, I hope some parents are watching. They're proud of their family or kids or brothers, whoever they're watching today. And if anybody in Korea is watching, just annyeong haseo and kamsahamnida for all my 2 years there. I had a really great time.
Okay. But now we are entering the final minute of the period. Poland is having a shot, and Korean goalie catches it and keeps it. And we'll see what the game will bring. Still time to change the result, and if not, then the more interesting the tournament gets, then Poland will climb into the points, and Korea is there already. Another big game coming up after this one, where Great Britain is facing Australia, and tonight will end with Estonia versus Lithuania.
It's amazing how crazy the table can change just in one day. If Poland wins and finishes this game off, and you never know, Australia can put up a good fight, and if the Estonians have the result that we're hoping for, it could be a really tight tournament after day two.
Exactly. But let's take it step by step, and this period is coming to an end. 2-1 chance on Poland, but Witten could not make a shot, and now Poland is trying a shot from defenseman Michail Narok. Looks an easy one for goalie Ho Jung-ha, and net is off. They put it back, no worries. nowadays these nets are staying still much better on the place when they have these sticks, rubber sticks in the ice.
Yeah, they drill them into the ice, a little bit more stable.
Yeah, very nice thing to have them. Okay, everything is almost done. Now they put the net on place on that rubber thing, and then okay, take some time. They need a drill. Okay.
Well, linesman Anton Semyonov, he knows this arena pretty well. He's a referee in the domestic league, and he does probably the majority of our exhibition games as the referee. So he knows when there's a problem with the net. He knows the rink staff. You know,
he's actually a very experienced guy, being a linesman on very many big world championships and U20 games that are sometimes even bigger than this men's tournament, especially in North America.
No, he's a really good guy. Not too often that you come to Tondiraba here in Estonia and not see him around if there's a hockey game going on. So he's he gets along with everybody. Maybe not all the coaches when he's reffing the game, but no, he's a good guy. He's a friendly guy, and he's done a good job as a linesman in this tournament so far. And like you said, he's got lots of experience at other big tournaments. So he's a good part of this officiating crew this week.
Yes, and this week really involves a lot of 6 teams and all the referees and supervisors and medical staff and a lot of people involved in happening of this tournament and a lot of work coordinating all the things.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize how much stuff there is behind the scenes. If there's a tournament chairman, there's a referee supervisor, there's even a media supervisor making sure everything goes just as planned. And there's a lot of work and a lot of volunteers, and the Estonian Ice Hockey Federation has put on a good event so far. A lot of people working to have the absolute best product for the fans, the players, the coaches, and even those watching at home. So it's such we as coaches really appreciate the work of everybody that's involved in the tournament.
Yes. Face off, and Poland wins it. Final seconds of the period going on. Koreans managed to keep the puck by the boards. There is not room for a shot from there, so everything is done. Butter sounds, and 40 minutes done. 2-0 on scoreboard. 1 goal each period. And thank you once more. Hope to see you maybe in final days of the tournament or first. Keep a good job with Team Estonia. Have fun there, and we'll see.
No, thank you for letting me chime in here for the first 40 minutes, and I expect the last 20 to be pretty exciting. So thanks, Ahti, and good job.
Okay, and we'll be back on the beginning of third period.
milline parem aak.
Coolbet, aus ja eestimaine.
Eesti Jäähokiliit soovis tuua turule Eesti hoki kaubamärgi ning anda seejuures alale uue väljanägemise. Eesti hoki senine nägu oli aastaid väga traditsiooniline ja enamasti kasutati visuaalidel papilõvisid. Ent kui järele mõelda, on mitu põhjust, miks lõvid ei sobi Eesti hoki sümboliks. Esmalt on see loom Eestile tegelikult väga kauge. Teiseks seostuvad lõvid Eesti spordis eelkõige legendaarse jalgpalligeneratsiooniga. Ja kolmandaks, Eestist vaid 80 kilomeetrit põhjas juba tegutsevad lõvid. Soome jäähokikoondis. Kas me tõesti tahame olla lihtsalt ühed teised lõvid? Otsustasime teha täieliku kannapöörde ja võtsime sümbolina kasutusele eluka, kes tõesti eestlastele lähedane. Ja me tegime õigesti, sest Eesti hoki uueks sümboliks valiti ülekaalukalt suitsupääsuke. Suitsupääsuke on Eesti rahvuslinnuna täiesti unikaalne ning iseloomustab ideaalselt ka suurepärast hokimängijat. Ta on kaval, kiire ja osav. Ning nagu Eestigi on suitsupääsuke väike. Pääsuke võttis koha sisse nii koondise vormidel kui ka sallidel, litritel, mütsidel ja mujal fännidele mõeldud varustusel. Koondise vormile lisasime pühalikkuse suurendamiseks sümboolsed laulusõnad legendaarsest isamaalisest palast Isamaa ilu hoieldes. Meil on hea meel, et hokifännid võtsid julge 180-kraadise pöörde suurepäraselt vastu ning suitsupääsuke võib hokikoondise julgelt uutesse kõrgustesse aidata. Edasi, Eesti hoki!
Tere tulemast Motonetti! Motonet, tegusa inimese kaubamaja. Lasnamäe Tähesaju Cities.
Nordic Power Hokiliiga esitleb lokaalsed taastuvenergia lahendused, säästlikud võrguühendused, parima hinnaga elektrienergia. Sinu ettevõttele tagab Nordic Power Management.
Tükike ehedat Eestimaad. Selver.
Estonian Ice Hockey Association wanted to bring the Eesti Hockey trademark to the market, and in doing so, provide the team with a new image. The current image of Estonian ice hockey is and has been a traditional one for many years, and for the most part, the current lions from the national coat of arms were used as visual elements. There are, however, a number of reasons why lions are not suitable for use as the symbol of Estonian ice hockey. Firstly, because the lion is actually quite distant from Estonia. Secondly, in terms of Estonian sports, lions are primarily associated with the legendary football generation. And thirdly, lions are already active 80 kilometers to the north of Estonia, the logo of the Finnish men's ice hockey team. So, do we really want to be just another lion? We decided to make a complete change and adopted an animal which is truly close to the heart of Estonians as our symbol. And we did the right thing, because the overwhelming choice for the new Eesti hockey symbol was the barn swallow. As Estonia's national bird, the barn swallow is completely unique and ideally embodies what makes a hockey player great. It is clever, fast and artistic. And like Estonia, the barn swallow is small. The barn swallow has found its way onto the team's uniforms, as well as scarves, pucks, hats and other merchandising. In order to raise the level of gravitas, we added symbolic song lyrics from a legendary patriotic piece to the team's uniform. We are happy that ice hockey fans enthusiastically embraced our changes, and that the barn swallow can help us to reach new heights. Reach for the sky. Eesti hockey.
Welcome back to Tallinn to IHF Ice Hockey U18 World Championship Division 2 Group A game. Poland-Korea, that is starting the second day in this tournament, fourth game overall. And 2 periods are played, and we have 1 goal each period so far. And the score was opened in 13:35 by Jan Soltis, Polish captain, from the assist of Jakub Blanik, and in second period Jakub Prokurat from the assist of Damian Tycinski. A fabulous pass, 2-0 was put on board, and with these numbers we started the third. Poland with the puck, and Poland is in red jerseys, as you have noticed already today, and Koreans in white ones. Poland is moving along, trying to make a shot. Okay, it is not a shot, it's a puck driven to Ho Jung-ha, who has been actually pretty good in Korean net, but still 2 goals scored here against him today, and with those Poland is having a lead. Ahti Kullervögi is with you in the third period alone, so we say once more thanks from Spiros Anastiadis, who gave a lot of nice comments and a lot of information about things going on in here and in hockey in general. Happy to see him, and now we follow the game. And Poland is going, number 11 Bartolomei Zol, and puck is stopped by Ho Jung-ha. Ho Jung-ha, as you heard already, is playing his club hockey in Slovakia, in Dubnica, not Vahom MHK club. He's born on 23rd of March and is a tall goalie, 187 his height, and weight 88 kilos, so 6'2", and 194 pounds in British and North American kind of scales, not non-metric system. Okay, Poland is with the puck. Claudius Libik gave into center. There is player number 19, it is Lewandowski, Jakub Lewandowski. Now Michal Narok. Poles are moving the puck on nicely and putting all the pressure till they lose it, and chance for a counter-attack, but 3 guys under the game, so no problem for Poland, and Koreans see that and go to the line change. Third period has started, and the name of the game is that 3 points are in it for both teams to grab, and right now it looks they are moving directly towards Polish direction, and that would be interesting in tournament standings, as Korea got their first clean victory yesterday over Australia 4-1, and Poland had already good battles with their neighbors Lithuania, and were a little bit unlucky to lose it 3-4. So they have not opened their point account in this tournament. They are still been looking good yesterday, and they are looking good today. They are putting more pressure, they are putting more activity on the action on ice, and shots after 2 periods is 23 against 22, so pretty even. And even is a word that is spoken on the level of these teams in Tallinn. There should be a lot of even and equal games, and a lot of surprises, hopefully, yet to see in this tournament, where winner moves up to Division 1 Group B tournament, and the loser, the 6th team, will drop to Division 2 Group B tournament, and from Division 2 Group B this year we have the winner already. That tournament was in Zagreb in Croatia, more than a week ago, or around a week ago, and Spain won it. Now a nice shot from a narrow angle by Korean player number 17, Jae-Suk Kim, but Sebastian Lipinski, who was very good yesterday, but has been amazing today. He has been keeping his net clean today, and if he manages to do that more for 16.5 minutes, it means Poland will walk away with 3 points in here. Adrian Duzak. Duzak moves it to Lewandowski, and now what a chance for Korea, and what a miss. The puck is loose, and a little double chance, but that was not as good as the first one. The original chance was amazing. Korean player was left all alone in front of the goalie, got her puck in time, and just put it wide. It was player number 17, Jae-Suk Kim. The second best attempt by Korea. They had an enormous 2-0 rush in the second period, and so far Sebastian Lipinski has driven the longest draw, so he has been in control, and no goals against him shot yet. Another face-off from Koreans. We see Hyunjin Jeong, number 10. And Korea tries hard. They know that if not now, then when it's time to get into the game, they need a goal real bad. But they should be ready to watch these counter breaks from Poland that can get more and more dangerous towards the end of the game, when Korea has to take more and more risks. So it is interesting what's going on for the next, let's say, 10-15 minutes. 15 minutes and 32 seconds remaining in this hockey game. So, and it is 2-0 game, 1 goal in each period so far, and that goal in both periods game for Poland. Korea trying to put some pressure, but Poles managed to keep the puck in the corner. They are happy there, and when they finally get it, they clear it. Referees say no icing coming, so go and play, and players will do that. Polish number 24, Szymon Radzienczak, defenseman, drove the puck into deep Korean territory. Now Koreans trying to turn the game around, skating into Polish area, but Poles are good. Poles are really playing confident. They have a comfortable 2-0 lead. Jakub Blanik with the puck. Blanik breaks it down to defense. Defense gives a shot wide of the net. More kind of a pass putting in, and now there is a chance. Blanik now defense shooting, and nice Patrick Kostula gives a shot into the middle, and there is player number 16, Maciej Witan, who drives into this empty space and redirects the puck, and Poland is 1 step closer to victory again, and 3-0. Third goal, third period, 1 goal per period. The pace goes on, and it starts to look real good for Poland. Korean coaches are not very satisfied with the situation. They ask the referees to come and discuss it, but as we see the rerun of the situation, there is nothing much to discuss. Beautiful goal, well executed, nice play by Poles, where defenseman Patrick Kostula puts the puck towards Polish net, and Maciej Witan is there to redirect it into the net. So 3-0 on the scoreboard, and we continue from that. Yes, and no more assists given, and no need. But really, these two guys were the authors of this goal. Well shot, and now Korea has to open up the game maybe even more, and then to take some risks, because 3-0 is quite a big difference in scoreline, and for an equal game where the shots are even, and even the chances to create something are pretty even. They are trailing, so something must be done. Koreans are moving into the zone, but Poles are there. Claudius Liebig. Koreans get the puck in the neutral territory back, but Poland is in control in their defensive zone, and they are not in a hurry. Liebig and Duszak are playing quite calmly. This calmliness ends with losing the puck finally, but now entire team of Poland is in defensive positions, and it is really hard to surprise them there. A referee has kept this game really well under control today, and he's coming from Russia, Fadeev, and he's doing a really good job in this tournament. Again, Poles are putting some offensive pressure, but you see the hardest rush is kind of not going on. They know they have a 3-0 lead, and such a slow and not a very dangerous puck toss. The net of Korea is not possessing any danger to Ho Jung-ha, who is standing between the pipes for Korea. The third goal was scored by Maciej Witan, a player of KH Sanok team. He's one of the younger guys of Team Poland, born on 19th of February 2001. So he has all the time to enjoy U18 action also next season, at least by his age. Poland is trying to create something, moving by the boards. Kamin Valega, who has scored already one goal, was looking for the puck, but really nice drive in by Poles. They fall down, but no penalty called, and then once again puck thrown towards the net of Koreans. It goes wide. Poles pick it up behind the net. Some guys are changing already. Radzetniak went off, and Duszak came on the ice. Koreans tried to get the puck out of their zone, but the fight between near the boards is not easy. They now control it, but only for a while, and Liebig pushes it out of their zone. So Poland is enjoying the game. Their big defensemen Liebig and Duszak, who are on the ice really huge minutes in this game. They are in control, and they have been a really fine job so far. Blanik loses the puck, and the Koreans break. But Liebig is ready. Liebig has some help from Bartolomei Sol. Koreans managed to keep the puck in their offensive zone. Try to make a play there. Pass for number 9, who is Sejun Park, a player who assisted a goal yesterday. but really the strength of Koreans making the plays into the middle of the ice. That worked really well yesterday against Australia is not working at all today against Poland, because Polish defensive guys managed to clean the ice in front of goalie really well, and then Sebastian Lipinski in these momentary letdowns has been amazing. He has made some really good saves, and this Junia Oswiecim goalie is showing why he is trusted into the net even after the loss in the game against Lithuania. He is number one guy for Poland, and right now looking that a little bit less than 9 minutes away from first shutout in this tournament. Maybe it's too early, but this possibility to talk about it is right now. Poland tries to go through. Kasper Ruslan. Koreans moving into the Polish territory. Now there is a room in the center, but immediately there is Igor Small, and blocks the shot efficiently, and now they are creating some room in offensive side, but shot goes wide of the net. Now there is another shot coming from defenseman Michail Narok, but goalie Ho Jung-ha is doing a fine job and taking that shot. 8 minutes and 16 seconds still to go in the third period, and Poland has scored once in each period, and 3-0 lead for them is looking good and comfortable. Polish coach David Leger from Canada can be happy with the effort of his boys. Koreans managed to take the puck out of their zone, but only for a second. Can't do it right now. There is a lot of hustling going on from both sides. But more and more it looks like that teams understand that points in this game are divided almost. Of course, 7 minutes to go and time to change things, but for that Koreans need some much more risk-taking and forward-going plays. Just waiting behind their net is not taking them there. They need 3 goals to get some points out of the game and to get a clear victory. Even 4 goals in 7 minutes is not something that has never happened in hockey game. It is possible, but it is not so easy to believe that it will go with the nature of this game. Narok. Polish guys carry the puck into neutral zone, bring it into offensive territory, and look for a shot. It is blocked by Korean defenseman, and another hassle going down the boards in the corner. It's hard to score goals from there. Koreans take the puck, try to move on, pass into the middle, but only Narok is there. Michal Narok from Torun Sokoli club. He's also one of the youngest guys, born on 15th of August 2001. A young kid in this tournament. And Poland is really having some guys from 2001 and the majority of the boys from 2000, which is the main year for this tournament, under 18 championship in question. And of course this Division 2 Group A game in Tallinn, in very snowy Tallinn today going on. Poland had a chance, but the player going forward did not manage to make a shot. Korean player broke his stick, went to change, and now they're going to a shot. Two goal scorer Min Jae Kim, number 8, tried to shoot, but it went wide. It was blocked away. Korean players are trying to come once more, but there is not enough power in their legs going for a line change, and Poles pick up the puck and ice it. Icing is whistled, and then we move till the other end of the rink. A little bit more than 5 minutes to go, and boys in red are having a comfortable 3-0 lead. Goals from Soltis, then in the second period from Prokurat, and in the third period from Maciej Witan are making the difference. 3-0 lead for Poland. And in tournament standings, it means that Poland would join Lithuania, Korea and Great Britain, who have also 3 points in the tournament standings. 3 points each. So now we have 4 teams after this game with the equal amount of 3 points right now, but another big game is coming soon after. 16:30, the beginning of that game. It is Great Britain and Australia, and Great Britain, who had enormous 6-3 win over Estonia yesterday, are looking for a chance to double their points today. Now a nice nasty shot again, reminding a little bit of the first goal of Poland, coming really outside, and the goalie once again misses the initial shot, but this time it goes wide. A little bit resting in the corner. This ends in the Polish favor. They build something there. Jan Soltis and Igor Smal are doing a good job there, and the puck is picked by Michal Narok, and Poland is moving forward and searching for a chance. Koreans move up, and welcome to Sasha Malkov, who has arrived to join the final seconds of this game. So you have been watching the game. What are your first impressions on these two teams today?
Fast-paced. The guys are moving. Of course, Poland wanted to win after the loss yesterday. Right at the end, they got another goal scored. And look like everything going their way today.
Yes, and they look comfortable with this less than 3 minutes to go, and 3-goal lead. So,
but there's still plenty of time for Koreans.
But Korea is not giving up.
Yes,
they took out their goalie. So
they pulled the goalie with the 3 minutes left. We'll see what happens here.
The final push, I would say.
But they lost the face-off. Trying to regain control, getting the zone. Oh, puck goes out of play. Face-off is going to be inside of the zone.
Yep, and that's good for Koreans. They can keep on pressuring. They can keep on trying.
Yeah, hopefully they'll do better on the face-off right now than the last one.
Yes, and we'll see who will go there. This number 11, their main guy on the face-offs, Hyosuk Kim. Their first line is on there. Hyosuk Kim and Min Jae Kim, and also with them is Jae-suk Kim. So Kim line.
Yeah, once again they lost the face-off, but quickly recovered the puck, pass in front, had a good chance.
Yeah.
But the goalie's there. And we got a whistle.
Yeah, and the goalie has a puck and he's in control. Fantastic game by Sebastian Lipinski tonight. He might be the first goalie with a shutout in this tournament.
Ooh, you said shutout. Usually you don't say shutout during the game. Now we'll see what happens.
Yep. Trying not to poise this for this fantastic Polish guy there. But
Koreans with a new line. They changed their personnel on the ice. We'll see what happens this time.
Yeah. They try, and all the respect for fighting till the end.
And then when the face-off goes to defenseman, look, shot, get deflected, goes wide. The Koreans pick up the puck, circle the puck in the corner, puts it behind the net.
Yeah.
Quickly regain possession, but being pressured by Polak, full Polish team. Dumping the puck in the zone. The goalie comes out to play the puck.
Yeah,
and they try to clear it, and successful. They wouldn't mind to score empty netter goal right now to boost up some of the stats.
But now
chance for Korea.
And the puck is not in the net.
Nice save by Lipinski.
He's been really tremendous today. And
there's another chance, and looks like, yes,
yeah,
it is.
It is clear now if it was not clear earlier.
4-0. Number 16 for Team Poland scores the empty netter goal.
Maciej Witran scores second goal in a row. In a way, he does the same thing that Grinius did for them. 2 last goals for Lithuania.
Good for him. Good for him.
Yeah. He's a nice young kid, born in 2001, and right-handed shot, beautiful shot went in. He's quite a small boy, 175, 71. It means 5'7".
But if you can move, if you can skate, it doesn't matter what size you are, you'll get around.
Yeah. And a beautiful goal.
Well, we have less than 2 minutes left, but Korean team's still going to try to put some pressure and maybe score at least 1 goal.
Yeah, they tried it. That's why they took out their goalie and gave 2 good rushes. But that was that. Now their goalie
not enough.
Now their goalie is back in the net, and his body language says that it's over. And still, the first hit for a while. It has been very technical hockey so far. Now a little bit physical.
Yeah. Now there's one question to answer. Is it going to be 4-0, or Koreans going to try to do something? Of course, Polish defense is going to protect the goalie. Try to get him a shot out.
Yep, and 1 minute left in this hockey game.
Yes, we
Poland
can't say
goes.
hockey game, not the third period, but hockey game.
Yeah.
They score 4-0. And Polish team on the attack, another chance.
What a beautiful combination, but a little bit too soft pass.
Yeah, getting intercepted by a Korean defense.
Yeah, Polish guys try to kind of enjoy it too early, but on the other hand, not the score, but the points. The overall result is important, and 4-0 lead is very comfortable.
Yeah, very good result for Team Poland.
And even in possible dividing of the points into the future. 4-goal win is a huge
yes,
reward
absolutely.
in the pocket for a good game, and Poland has been absolutely fabulous tonight. Now they get the puck, and final seconds are ticking down. Yeah.
And looks like, yes, we're going to have a shutout. 4-0
Fantastic,
victory.
and you see the main guy, he's there, Sebastian Lipinski.
Yeah, gets a puck from
yeah,
his
he wants it,
teammates.
exactly, that's his.
4-0 victory for Team Poland against Team Korea.
And Polish guys are happy. Lipinski is keeping that puck. He is happier than the others if possible. And we have the best players announcement, and
well, we'll see who's going to get the best star of the game.
Lipinski from Poland. It's more wide open from Korea.
You see if you can predict future.
Yeah. But
yes, indeed.
Fantastic.
Congratulations to him. Gets best player of the game award.
He deserves it, and a puck and award, and he's getting a lot of nice souvenirs from here. Now, number 11, their centerman, first line center, Hyo-Suk Kim, is announced as their best player for Koreans. And now we are ready to enjoy the national anthem of Poland. after this powerful tune from Poland, Ahti Kulervõgi and Sasha Malkov are thanking you. It was a great game, great tournament. It will go on, and we'll meet again in 16:30 when Great Britain and Australia step on ice. Thank you, Sasha.
Yeah, thank you. I'll be there for the full game on the second game. And thanks everyone. I will see you guys a little bit later.
See ya.
Thank you.